Let's just start right here, with this feeling. Before we even know where we are, we can smell it. It's described as a physical presence, like a thick, wet blanket of decay, just settling over you. Yeah, that's the kind of world we're about to step into.
Okay, so what is all this about? Welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive, an explainer on the absolutely gripping first chapter of a brand new fantasy story called The Gutter Mage. We're going to explore the world, we're going to meet our hero, and, oh yeah, we are going to uncover the wild mystery that kicks this whole thing into gear.
First things first, you gotta understand the setting. Because in this story, the setting isn't just a backdrop, it's practically a character all on its own. So, welcome to the Gutterways. This is the dark, dangerous, and dripping underworld that exists right below a bustling, totally unaware city. And let's be clear, this is not just some sewer. No way. It's a whole living, breathing ecosystem. Just try to picture it. A massive maze of brick-lined tunnels, constantly dripping. There's no sunlight, so the only light comes from this eerie, otherworldly glow of strange blue and green fungi. The air is thick with the smell of chemical runoff and rot. This is a place literally built from forgotten things, and it's a place where you could very, very easily become one of them.
And right here, in the middle of all this grime and decay, is where we meet our protagonist, Ilara. Now, she's not a queen, she's not some prophesized chosen one, she's a scavenger. Her goal for the day is just painfully simple. Find enough scrap, a bit of copper wire, maybe an old machine part, to trade for her next meal. That's it. Survival is the only thing on her mind.
But Ilara has a secret. Something that sets her apart down here. She has magic. And trust me, it is nothing like the elegant, controlled power you might be thinking of. Her magic is something else entirely, something way more primal.
You know how magic usually works in fantasy stories, right? There are whispered words, complicated hand gestures, years of study. Well, you can throw all that out the window. Ilara's magic is none of that. It responds to raw need, to big surges of emotion. Right now, her desperate, gnawing hunger is the catalyst, and it's creating this faint, flickering amber light around her fist. But here's the catch. This power is fickle, it's volatile, and it is incredibly dangerous.
And that's it. That's what it means to be a gutter mage. This power isn't some noble gift from the heavens. Nope. It's a literal byproduct of pure, unfiltered desperation. It's a tool for survival, born from the exact same darkness she's trying so hard to escape.
So, just as we're starting to get a handle on her and her world, everything shifts. This feeling just washes over her. And it's not just a bad vibe, it's a full-on premonition. The phantom scent of ozone, like after a lightning strike, and blood. It tells her something is deeply, deeply wrong nearby.
That feeling of dread, it pulls her deeper into the tunnels. She sees that the flow of water up ahead is blocked by something. Now her logical scavenger brain tells her it's probably just a big pile of trash. A lucky find, maybe. But that raw, magical part of her, oh, it is screaming a warning.
So she approaches, real cautious, and the shape in the murky water slowly comes into focus. At first, it just looks like a man's boot. Okay, but then she sees a leg attached, and the sickening realization dawns on her that it's a full body floating face down. She steels herself, turns it over, and finds a face, eyes wide, frozen forever, and a silent scream.
Now look, a dead body in the gutterways? Probably not that shocking, you know? It happens, but this was different. The way this man died was something she'd never even imagined. It wasn't just murder. It felt impossible, fundamentally wrong. And why? Because the wound isn't just bizarre, it's personal. It has this horrifying, undeniable connection directly back to Ilara herself. This, right here, is where the story really kicks off. She's looking at his chest, trying to figure out what happened. No knife wound, no club marks, no signs of a struggle even. There's just nothing. It's as if his flesh, his ribs, his heart had all simply vanished, leaving behind this cavernous, perfectly smooth hole. It's an absolutely unnatural, terrifying sight. But believe it or not, that's not even the worst part. And here is the gut punch. Around the edges of that impossible wound, she sees it. Faint, spiderweb lines of amber light, pulsing softly. It's the exact same color, the exact same unstable energy as the magic flickering around her own hand. It's her light.
And the realization just slams into her. She isn't the only one. There's someone else out there with this same desperate, volatile magic, and they just used it to kill someone, leaving a signature that points directly, unequivocally, back to her. Just as she's reeling, trying to process this horrifying violation, another sound cuts through the constant dripping of the tunnels. It's sharp, piercing, the unmistakable sound of whistles. The City Watch. And they're close. They're coming this way.
And just like that, the jaws of the trap snap shut. Think about it. She's alone, standing over a dead body. The murder weapon is a power identical to her own. The authorities are literally seconds away from finding her. This was no accident. She didn't just stumble upon a crime scene. She was led here. She has been perfectly and terrifyingly framed.
Which leaves us right here holding our breath. She's a scavenger, a survivor, trapped in the dark, and framed for a murder committed with a power nobody was supposed to know she had. So the big question is, what in the world happens next?